Bit of a late start today. I'm headed into work. Got some coachings to get done, and then home to the gym, and some more work to be done. I'm gonna do some practicing before my next coaching. Sadly, you won't get to participate in the practicing. Going to see Mario now, who you might remember from, I think like 2 vlogs ago or 3 vlogs ago. My last coaching of the day. Finally done editing the vlog from yesterday. It'll be posted in a few minutes. Not that that matters, because by the time you're watching this, it would have already been posted for a day. So, but now I get to go see the new Meryl Streep movie, Florence Foster Jenkins, which is awesome. She's an opera icon. So you can expect a comprehensive review. Just got back from the movies. It was amazing. Florence Foster Jenkins, unreal movie. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I'm an opera singer, and it was about Florence Foster Jenkins, who was an opera singer in her own way. 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. Definitely go see it. Now, that being said, time to go to the gym. Back from the gym, good workout. There's a story I've been wanting to tell. I really love the comments that I've been getting about that video I made about procrastination and stagnation in my life and stuff, and how that's been causing me some anxiety, which is the impetus for making this vlog. In order for this story to make sense, I'm going to give you a little bit of context. So my dad was a psychologist. He's retired now, but he was a psychologist. That was his profession proper, which, yes, as you can imagine, was great growing up with a human lie detector. But he told me this story a number of years ago that was really inspiring. My dad worked at the same hospital in Brooklyn from the age of 18 till the day he retired. He started as a summer intern, just inputting data and files, and worked his way up to being one of the 4 heads of the hospital. Now there's this other guy, and I don't remember his name, so we'll just call him John. A good neutral name. Now John was a janitor. He was a janitor at the hospital, and all he did was go around and make sure that the hospital was clean. That was his whole job. John, like my dad, had worked at the hospital for a long time, so they ended up being fairly close friends. Now, John didn't have much education. He had a high school degree, and that's about it. But nonetheless, my father told me that John was a very bright man. One day, John came into my dad's office and said, "Jim, for a long time, I felt like I could do this." And my dad said, what do you mean? And he said, "I feel like I could do this. I could be a doctor. I understand this type of stuff. I get it. It makes sense in my head, but I don't know if I have the time." And now that's something that's really profound, because this man didn't feel like he had the time to invest in going back to school and spending the years and years and years it takes to get through medical school and your residency and become a doctor. Now, John maintained that the reason he didn't have this time was because he had a child at a young age, so at the time he just needed a job that was going to pay him enough money to get by. So when he said that to my dad looked at him and said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "It's going to take me 10 years of my life, give or take, to get to the point where I'm making money as a doctor." And he said, "Jim, I'm already in my 40s. I don't want to have to wait until my 50s to have this thing. I don't want to go after it if it's just going to be a waste." And my dad stopped for a while, and he thought about it. And then he said to him, He said, John, you're in your 40s now. If this is really what you want and you don't go for it now and you wait 5 years, you're going to be in your late 50s when you get it. And if you wait 10 years, you're going to be in your 60s when you get it. It doesn't matter how difficult your dream is to obtain. You have to constantly be working towards that dream, because if you're not, and you put it off for a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, you're just going to be that much older once you get it. It's a really interesting thing to think about, because here's this man with a family, with kids, a wife to provide for. And he knew what he wanted to do, and he knew what he wanted, and he knew that he could do it. But it was just a matter of time, that incredibly frustrating resource, time. But when you take it and you turn that idea on itself and you think, what if I don't do this and I wait another 5 years? Then I'm going to be 65 by the time I get this. And that's something that I've always tried to keep in mind when thinking about stuff I want to do. I've always approached things at 100 miles an hour. I've always approached things from a mindset of, if I put this off, it's just going to be that much longer until I get it. Obviously, some dreams are harder to get than others. And although I hate the word luck, because it kind of demeans the hard work you put into something, it does take a level of luck. But if you're not working towards that goal, nothing can happen. You can't get lucky. So even if what ends up happening isn't your original plan, something amazing will come out of that hard work. Yeah. So that was the story I wanted to share. Just some thoughts in my brain. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog. And we got a special one coming tomorrow, because I'm going to see Mr. Keith Harkin's show. So definitely tune into that one on Sunday, because that will be when it's posted. But thanks for watching the vlog, guys. And if you enjoyed it, let me know in comments. And if you're new to these vlogs, hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with the rest of them. And I will see you tomorrow.